Hi, Aquarius. This is Just with your November 2018 reading. I hope you guys are having an enjoyable day so far. So, Aquarius, for some of you, I was just thinking because I'm looking at each little stage of this spread, and it's like, not over my dead body, like that. It's kind of like giving me a not over my dead body type of thing, even though we don't have the death card here. I do see that someone's moving. This could be a child. This could be a family member. This could be someone that is significant. You don't want it. Somebody may be unguarded because you're leaving them. But I just see a leaving, needing to leave, having to go, and being very defensive. Some of you may have to move, may have to make some kind of a change, and you really don't want to. You are a fixed sign, so it could be difficult for you to have to make this change. But it actually is a good change for you. I do see that there has been some shakeups. It could have been a new job that's come out of the blue. It could have been someone lost a job and now you've gained a job. Or it could be some shakeups and some changes. And some of you are definitely getting control over your lower half, if you know what I mean. Or some of you are just really trying to be a good girl and boy. And it's taking everything out of you to just be a good person. Like, you know what? I'm not going to call. I'm not going to call them. Or it could be, I'm not going to curse you out because I'm at work. It's one of those, like, I could go there, but I'm not. I'm going to stay here. So do your best to just be at your best behavior. And it's taking everything for you to do it, but it's in your best interest to do that. And I think you guys know that. There has been, some of you have been so focused on one thing, there's opportunities in another direction and you don't even really realize it or know it. Some of you are definitely about to, you're about to welcome baby. So congratulations. It could be 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 months left and baby's coming and it's going to change your entire world. So for some of you be in a hospital and the dad or your ex or your husband will say, they're not at the hospital and they're having a hard time trying to get to the hospital and they're rushing to get to you at the hospital. I do feel like whatever has been going on in the past that has been problematic for you, do your best to let it go. If not, that'll drag throughout November. Little things around November will continue to happen to kind of test you in that area of like, you just have to let go. You've got to let go. You've got to let go. And when you let go, be better about it. Because that's like, I just get that is your overall lesson, not necessarily theme, because it doesn't have to be a theme. It can literally be a lesson that you learn and you say, okay, lesson learned. I'm going to let it go. And I'm not going to result to being, conniving, vindictive, cunning and manipulating and get you back. And I'm just going to let it go. And actually, when I move forward, I'm not even going to be ruthless out there. Some people can lose a job or, something at work can happen to them that was wrong. And then they're going to make complete the lives of other people's lives hell. Like, don't do that. Just, it may be wrong. Some of you may feel like, hey, that wasn't wrong. Right. Let it go and just let it all go. I feel is a constant message here for some of you. There can be, for some of you, external to you, some people that are very sharp in the way that they speak to you. Some of you may feel like you have to, you have to address something that's not right. Someone could be doing something wrong to you. But again, you don't have to. It's like mind over matter. Absolutely. Second half of November, I do see that there can be interviews if you're looking for a job, messages that are coming in, and it could have something to do with background checks, that sort of thing. Someone could be calling you in, investigating you. If you're a manager, you may be investigating someone. You could be going through an interviewing process, trying to hire people on, is what I see. So you may be dealing with management, supervisors, that sort of thing. Others of you, you could be inviting people places. I do get like invitations or accepting invitations to events, that sort of thing, and trying to think to yourself, do I want to be bothered with this family, or do I want to be bothered with my family, that sort of thing. So I do see kind of like invitations. As we go out of November, it seems very clear to me that some of you are going to have to drop something, or someone's dropping you. So you can either be dropping something and letting something go, or somebody's letting you go. You don't want, now if you're a male Aquarius, you don't want, second half of November, we're getting into love now. So this is I've been kind of filtering into love, because this is, even though it's not a whole lot of cups here, it just kind of feels like relationship driven. Some of you, second half of Aquarius, second half of November, definitely have your mind towards someone. And maybe if you just, are dating this person, it can go from just like, asking them a lot of questions, being very curious about them, all the way up to, interrogating them, watching them, trying to see if what they're telling you is the truth, or if they're available, if they're single, do they have a family, or they say they're single, they're really single. So you can either be probing, investigating, watching. And it's like you may get to a point where it's like, no, I got to call her. No, I want to see her. No, I want to be next to this person or him. You could be experiencing that too. But I just feel like that's more coming your way if you're Aquarius woman. And that's probably more what you're doing if you're Aquarius man. Now, at the end of the month, I do see that you're going to have to drop something. Some of you are crushing on or infatuated with someone who is not single. They are married. They cannot be with you. They may even be pregnant. They're surely married, or at the very least, they have a family. They live together. There's something more concrete or something that's building to that. And again, it may even be your ex that you're finding out, what, you're pregnant, what, you get married, what, you're in a relationship. So there's some aspect of like a revelation here that either or you're discovering that is hard as a hard pill to swallow. Okay. You don't want it to happen. And again, I'm getting this more coming towards the male energy here. You don't want it to happen, but what can you say? The woman is committed, or the woman doesn't want you. She wants a commitment. You play too many games. You're all over the place. You're not ready. And again, halfway in November, no, you're not. You're coming up more as the aggressive energy that kind of comes in and out, that sort of thing. And no, it's not the Knight of Wands, but what she's looking for is something that's more committed. So if this isn't someone who's pregnant, married, or in a committed relationship, who obviously cannot entertain that with you, then this is someone who knows what they want. They know their worth, and they're not going to settle for anything less, because they want someone who's going to match them. Okay. And that's not what you want. And you may feel unhappy about it, but at this time, it's like almost having to accept the finale of the situation. Okay. Because I do feel like for some of you, this person isn't going to kind of play into that hand. Now, unfortunately, and I do see this extremely clearly. I wish some of the other signs were clearer. But I see this extremely clearly, that in your unhappiness about the situation, and this person, again, this person is changing. Okay. Again, it could be you if you're an Aquarius woman. It's a huge change. For some of you, it's Aquarius men too. So don't feel like, oh, it's a bash of men. No. So it could very well be the Aquarius man. But there's a huge change going on here with this particular person who's saying no. And now that you're hearing no, and some part of you know that this final, you're not happy about it. And then it's going to be this moving forward. You may, get out your black book, slam it down, start calling and calling and calling. I'm going out tonight. And you may have one of those, I'm going out tonight, I'm getting drunk, I'm going out tonight, I'm getting as many numbers. Just, again, as I started the reading saying, you're doing your best to not be that, living off of your negative side. You're doing your best. It's taking some sacrifices. That may get thrown all out the window by the end of November, because you heard no, because the person was adamant, because now you know that no really does mean no, because as clever as an Aquarius is, there's no trick you can pull out of a bag to get what you want this time. And so you're going to go out and you're going to get yourself involved and, back out there again. None of them are comparing to this person, though. They're not, because you know what this person kind of can bring or who this person is. But at the end of the day, you're not ready for that 100% for some of you, or someone's not ready for you 100%. I don't mean to keep saying you. It could be someone that's not ready for you, also. And so somebody is going to go out, okay, and just play up the town or try to get back out there, and they're going to get exactly what they're looking for. 90% of what they're looking for is what they're going to get. But it's going to give you a lot of clarity, because I think at the end of the day, you're going to realize is that I'm tired of this. This is not even what I want. And so I do feel like the end of November, for some of you, there was going to be a strong epiphany. Either a huge lesson that you're going to teach someone, or a huge lesson you yourself will actually learn. Absolutely. And I hate to say that, yeah, this is the biggest, this is the only message that I'm sending you guys. But yeah, this is pretty much the biggest message that I see. It is screaming very loudly. So it's kind of like not over my dead body, but it's almost like some of you, and it could be coming to you. I would hate to even say that that death that Sag kind of dealt with is maybe coming for Aquarius is at some point where it's like, yeah, over your dead body. That is going to transform you in an unknown way. But for November, it is just that someone is completing a cycle with you, or you, them. The other person is not so happy about it. But in that, a lesson is learned. I hope that makes sense. So that's what I have for you guys in the month of November. Let's see if I even got shorter than Capricorn. That's good. So that's what I have for you guys for November. If some of you guys can relate to this, please leave your messages in the comment section below. I would love to know who can relate to this. It's very short. It's very sweet. It's a very clear message. I guess I could go on and on and on and try to extract some other information from it. But that's a big, huge lesson right there that you're going to learn. So I hope that some of you, I hope that you're the person giving the lesson. That'll be quite rewarding. But either way, I think even if it's a hassle, I also have to say this part, and I am going to insert it into this video, so it may make sense and it may flawlessly come all together, or it just may sound like it's in an insertion, and I did insert this. But I also wanted to say, for some of you, it could very well be that some of you are saying no to a person that wants you back, because I definitely see a possibility of a reconciliation after a breakup. So there was a breakup, someone wants you back, and clearly there is going to be a completion. So you may say that, no, when I wanted you, you didn't want the relationship. And now that it's over, now you're coming back again. No, I don't want this. Okay. And once you move forward with the situation, it's like you're really going to start to get into the dating stage. So for some of you, you may have not been dating. You may have not put yourself out there after a breakup. And now your ex may want you back. Venus in retrograde, right? Scorpio makes all the sense in the world. But for some of you, definitely, if someone's coming back to you, doesn't matter if you're male or female, I do feel like that thing will culminate. It's almost like a person wants to see where you're at with it. And if you say no, I do see you moving forward. Now, if you try to go back to this person, for some of you, it may create arguments down the line, fighting, bickering, and you wind up exactly where you were at before as soon as Venus goes direct. So for some of you, I do see you moving forward, possibly getting yourself back out there in the dating game, but then really making life about yourself, not feeling stuck anymore, not feeling like you're not clear anymore, and standing in your own truth 100%. So it's almost like you have to kind of stare the monster in the face and, beat them and say no, or, stare that bully in the face and don't allow them to scare you anymore, if that makes any sense, which I really can't imagine Aquarius going through that, but anything's possible, I suppose. So some of you will definitely be doing this to someone, but there is some type of a no, and having to kind of come full circle with someone or situation and saying no, that you then know your value, your worth. And then you realize that I don't even even this whole thing is not even what I'm into right now. I'm into me and building me and being the best me I can be. So hopefully that's been helpful. Now you'll do the outro. To be a lesson learned for some of you. It'll be well worth learning. I can say it on this side of the fence, right? So that's what I have for you guys. Let me know in the comment section below how it feels, or how you relate to it, rather. If you would like something personal with me, I can be reaching the beginning and into this video. And if you are new to this channel, welcome and subscribe, because I will be back very soon with another one.